Rank these different real estate investing strategies. Condos.
C, not a great strategy for financing DCR, cash flow, maintenance fees can erode. I see clients all the time, if they're going to keep their condo and move to the next one, it's better than nothing, but C.
Single family rentals.
I'll go with C again with single family rentals. Same reason as condos, minus the maintenance fees. If it's your only rental and it's, you got a good tenant, it's not a bad deal, but if you're serious about investing, you shouldn't be doing single family.
Short-term rentals, Airbnb.
I'll go with B on this. I own several of these. It's a business, not an investment. So if you're going to do them, you either need to do a bunch of them in an area with some scale, or if it's kind of like hey, we're buying a cottage, we're going to rent it out a little bit when we're not using it, just to help with the expenses. That could be a really great strategy for a family. So I'll go B on short-term rentals.
Small multifamily, 2 to 10 units.
I'm going to stick with B on that one as well. The thing with small multifamily is once you get into small multifamily, you'll realize that large multifamily is easier. But I also want to be cognizant, if small multifamily is where you're comfortable to get your foot in the door, it's where you should start. You're going to find out quickly though, you wish you went out bigger, but I don't want people not to buy because they're scared to go too big. So
well then, large multifamily, 20 plus units.
I'll go A on that. Economies of scale. It's not passive, but buildings of that size support more infrastructure in terms of property managers, site supervisors, contractors, different things in place that allow you to have a more standalone operation.
Student rentals.
I'll go B, similar answer to the short-term rentals. If you're going to do student rentals, you want to get an operation going, where you can control the flow, ideally in an area that's got longer-term fundamentals so you can scale up. You don't want to be scattered all over the place. Could be a good deal, but I'll go B.
Fix and flip.
For the most people, I'm probably going to say B, but it could be an S. If you're a serious player in the flipping space and you can buy deeply discounted properties, you've got your cost control under control, your team's under control, and this is your business, it could easily be an S. If you're kind of a one-off flipper, maybe more of a B strategy. So it really kind of depends.
BRRRR strategy.
I give BRRRR an S. If you know what you're doing on a BRRRR, it's an incredible wealth builder. When you can own assets, get all your original capital back, and the income from the property can pay it off, it's an S strategy. Now, finding good S properties that work for BRRRR right now is more of a challenge, but they're out there.
Pre-construction new builds.
I feel like D, when things are hot, you can make a lot of money there, but I've watched a lot of people get really, really hurt in this space. So I'm going to go C minus D-ish area.
Real estate wholesaling.
Yeah, I'm going to say fix and flip. For the average person, maybe like a B strategy. If you're the guy who's wholesaling, you have a company and a business and a structure, this can be a very high S strategy with an incredible rate of return. It's one of the few real estate businesses that generates serious cash. A lot of them are generating equity versus serious cash.
Private lending.
A strategy. Once again, I'll say that some people who are doing this at a high level, it can be a real S strategy as well, but A to S in that range.
Development and infill projects.
I would say it can be S to D, depending on who you are and what you're doing. If you're a developer, I'm going to say, if you're a developer, it's an S strategy. If you're a person who doesn't know what you're doing and you're trying to get into this and break ground without your due diligence, it's a D strategy. So I'm going to give you polar opposite ends of the spectrum there.
Lastly, rent to own.
This is another example. I'm going to say B or S. It's a good tool in your arsenal to have as a way to help unload properties or do deals and generate cash. If it's not your primary business, it's kind of like a B strategy. But if you're the RTO guy, this can be an incredible S strategy here where you're getting major cash flow, appreciation, a more passive type deal once they're in place because the tenant is a buyer. So kind of that range.